Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is indeed fight night. And tonight we have myself on the left-hand side rocking out that Pluffy, as well as White Moon on the right with that Trafalgar Law. Now, I do want to mention this is probably the fourth time White Moon has been playing Law, and that's because since OP05 dropped, he's been soul searching for a new deck to rock, and that actually was because he used to be a Whitebeard main. Yeah, he's always been a die-hard red fan, so he actually landed on Law, and he actually really does like it. It's just, you know, there's a really big learning curve with this deck, so I'm gonna go ahead and swing 5k into life. He ends up taking it, using leader ability here to ramp 1 Dawn, tapping 4 to drop the ulti. I don't have page 1, so that's the reason why I did that. I wanted to gain some value off of that anyways. Of course, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is DXN Outpost, DXN Provisions, the only place where I get all my sealed products. So if you're interested in OP product that's sealed, check the link down below. So we have my man White Moon here, of course, with this 4 Dawn turn, tapping 2 Dawn for that curly, searching top 5 for a 1-cost red character, grabbing that Otama, which is very scary for me. That Otama is actually a really good card in this matchup. He's gonna go ahead and most likely either swing 7k into life or drop maybe 2 1 cost and swing 5k into life. I definitely think probably the best move is to just drop 2 1 cost and swing 5 into life, just because there's no real reason why swinging 5 versus 6 right now. I mean, I'm gonna take it most likely regardless, or counter out of it regardless. So yeah, he swings 6. I'm going to counter with a 2k. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a card, giving myself 2 more Dawn, swinging 5k into life. I want to chip his hand just a little bit more, so if I can get a 1k out of his hand, that is a-okay with me. So I'm gonna go use leader ability here to ramp 1 Dawn, now sitting at 7, using Poly here to tap 5 to play it, tapping 2 to ramp 1 Dawn, popping a 4 cost or lower, that 4 cost or lower being Nami, and swinging 6k with leader and passing turn. Now I chose to do Nami because she's a searcher in case he starts to shambles. I don't want him to be searching, recycling that Nami continuously. It's quite annoying, honestly. It's really good just doing Law things. Now I do want to mention before, you can be the best player with Law, but if you just break, you just break, man. There's just no ways going around here. So we are gonna swing a 5k into ulti here. I'm gonna go ahead and 1k counter. I don't mind giving him the 1k. It's not a huge deal for me. I still know that he has the Otama, so he could play the Otama, swing 3 into that ulti, but no, he's gonna go ahead and tap 3 with that Zoro. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it here, removing that ulti off the board, tapping 1 for that chopper, and he still has 2 active Dawn. Now taking a look at his hand, he could drop a 1 cost and pass turn, or he could swing 5k with that curly. Kind of deciding here what he wants to do, and it looks like he is actually going to go ahead and swing a 5k into life. I'm going to go ahead and take it here, no trigger, and he's going to go ahead and pass a turn. Now unfortunately for White Moon, he has 2 characters that are rested, so I'm going to go ahead and swing 6k into that Zoro. That is an easy 2k counter. Unfortunately, we do see the Otama coming down. Fortunately for him, he has another one, so pretty nice for him. Now I am taking a bit of a second to think here about the play. I have 2 options here. I have a 5-cost kid as well as a queen, and I also have a Magellan. So the 5-cost kid's coming down no matter what, so I can swing 6k into lead. I am just not sure if I should play the queen or the Magellan, and I'm gonna go ahead and play the queen. I think the queen here is just really good. I don't think the Magellan is that good this game, so I am going to go ahead and pitch the Magellan, drawing 2, trashing 1, which is that Magellan, swinging 6k into life. 6k into Zoro here. I want to get rid of as many cards as possible. He's going to go ahead and block with that chopper and passing turn. Now he does have 3 characters on the board, so he can for sure shambles this turn, and he does honestly have quite a few options. Unfortunately for him, I have 3 6k bodies on the board, as well as, of course, my leader that can attack. I'm not playing Rebecca. Your boy can attack. So we are going to go ahead and see here exactly what White Moon does want to do. This is, like I said, this is a bit of a big brain deck, and unfortunately for White Moon, my boy kind of breaked a little bit. Not seeing any Bonnies or Laws is quite difficult. Even not seeing a restand Law is kind of rough as well. Being able to recycle Zoro to attack is kind of rough. He can recycle the beiges, which is the only green card he's seen in this game. So that is, you know, that's that, unfortunately. So it looks like he will most likely play the Zoro, and we might try to see him try to swing over that Polly just to get relieve some of this pressure here. Now I do really hope that I guess the unfortunate thing too is even if he plays the Otama to lower the power, he can't swap it out with anything. He can still bring it back, he just can't swap it out with anything. That's going to cost him a 3 Dawn to do so, which would leave him, if he does play another 1 cost, 4 active Dawn. So he's going to attach 3 Dawn to his leader, and that just tells me he's swinging 8k into Polly. And is he swinging Polly? Is he swinging into leader? I'm not too sure. He actually swung into leader. I'm going to go ahead and take it here. Tapping 3 Dawn for a Zoro, and then tapping 1 for a Chopper, and passing turn. I guess not wanting to get rid of the Zoros to clear his board, because I do have quite a few attackers. Maybe he doesn't want as many targets for me to go to, even though he does have those choppers. But of course I am still at my 10 Dawn, and I do have a king in my hand. I want to give a shout out to my man Tommy for showing me the king tech originally. So we're gonna swing a 6k into life. He's gonna go ahead and counter with that 2k counter Otama. I'm gonna go ahead and drop king here using ability here to ramp 1 Dawn, removing one of these Zoros. I kind of want to relieve a little bit of pressure here, swinging 5k into life, and he only has 3 cards in hand with 1 Dawn active, and it's literally just a beige or a Nico Robin. And I guess he could of course play the radical beam, but it looks like he might want to actually counter out of this 1k counter. He's having a big thing turn here. He's gonna go ahead and take it. I'm gonna swing 6k into life. I'm not really afraid of dying here, even though I am at 1 life, but I am gonna go ahead and drop the kid. Now I do feel pretty safe with 2 blockers. I have like 6 cards in hand, possibly at least 5 cards in hand. So I have 5 cards in hand plus 2 kid blockers that are both 6k, and I'm staring down his 1 Zoro, his Curly plus Law. Now he can make some magic happen. We did see him just draw into a Law, but I think this is kind of curtains for my man, just because I have a really big established board right now. All of my characters are 6k plus. He has the 2 blockers. He can play that Law to recycle possibly the Curly, swing again twice with a Zoro, but at the end of the day, does it get you that far? And he does have he would have 3 1-cost blockers on the board, which is quite huge. I just don't know how many characters he'd be able to get rid of. Probably 2. No, probably 1 actually, not even 2. I do have quite a few 2Ks in hand. I think I have like 2 to 3 2Ks in hand. So we're going to see a 5k swing going into life. I'm going to go ahead and 1k counter. I'm not too sure exactly what to expect. So we are going to see another 5k swing going into lead with his lead. And I'm going to go ahead and 1k counter that as well. Want to keep my blockers kind of nice and healthy in case he, throws me something kind of crazy. And I think at this point, my man White Moon's telling me that he just wants to fold here, scoop it up, because he just swung 5k with that beige. And he's telling me, man, it is so rough out here. So I'm going to go ahead and swing 6k into life. He's actually going to play the Makino ability here to tap it to give +3 onto that chopper, and he just ends up scooping it here. He's done. So yeah, thank you guys so much for checking out this channel as well as this video. I really do appreciate it, and stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP05 content coming out soon. See ya.